Yo, this is Brianna from LHC, Miss Brianna, Miss Artist, whatever you want to call me. And today I'm showing you how to draw a realistic cartoonish eye. And it's not a speed art this time, so stay tuned and I'll show you how to do that. Sorry, I'm so extra. Alright, here I have a stack of white paper, and then I have color pencils, and I have a knife to sharpen them because I forgot or lost my pencil sharpener. So I recommend that you find that because you're definitely going to need it, and you definitely shouldn't do it the way that I'm doing now. So let me fast forward this because it's going to take forever. Don't cut your finger off. Do not do this, please. All right, now that that's done, it's cleanup time. So here we are, finally getting started with a good minute and 43 seconds in. Alright, gonna put the color pencils here. No order because that's how I roll. But we're doing a rainbow eye, and we got a pen and we have a pencil to sketch it out first. Here I'm cleaning off the paper, making sure I can see the whole thing. Alright, first off we're gonna start with the upper eyelid. So we're gonna start from the middle part of your eye that connects to your nose, and then work our way to the very end of the eye. Just kind of making the shape right here, and just make sure that you are sketching it out lightly so you can erase later on. So here's the bottom part of the eyelid. Just lightly sketching it out. And here I see, no, I don't really like this slant, so I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, so I erase this part here. And if you do it really hard, obviously it's gonna be not as easy to erase. So that's the basic shape of the eye. I mean, it's that simple. So now next, we're gonna put the little pink part and where the eyeball is in the socket. That's what that is there, and the end. So that's the eyeball in there. And then we put a little wrinkle in there too, because if you notice, if you look at your eye, there's a wrinkle right there. I don't know why. And there's the upper eyelid there. And you can always add makeup to it too, but I'm not going to show you this time. And here I'm sketching out the eye. I'm not sure really what they call it, but the eye. And if you're not perfect at, sketching circles, it's okay. Just lightly do it and erase it. Or you can find like a bottle cap or anything and just trace it. Erase the sides that are kind of crooked and just make it as straight as possible. And you can see that I'm doing that here. Just lightly sketching so I can erase anything that I don't like. Alright, and next, I believe that they call this a pupil. I'm pretty sure they call that a pupil, and that's what I'm sketching right here. Just lightly doing that. You could do a small pupil like they're looking in the sun, or a bigger one. And here I'm sketching the reflection, and you can erase the little part of the pupil out of the reflection because that's the eye reflecting the light. And then here I just color in the pupil lightly because right now we're just sketching out the eye in pencil, and then later on we'll be using pen to make it more permanent. Alright, and here I'm Just kind of touching bases, trying to make a little shadow here along the eye. Nothing crazy yet. Just kind of working my way in there, add a bigger shadow to the middle part of the eye than the sides. Going around, making things a little bit darker. The sides of the eye, the middle part of the eye is usually darker than the eye itself. So you can see I'm thickening there. Next, we're adding these little lines that are in the center of the eye that if you look in the mirror you could see those. So I'm just kind of pushing my pencil out and in, trying to make little streaks. Just lightly for now. Like I said earlier, we'll fix it and make it more permanent later, but this is how it kind of turns out now. Just working my way from in to out. Making stuff darker again. Going over certain spots once again. Making the bottom line darker because I think I forgot to do that. Just making it look thicker so it looks like there's more of a line there from your bottom eyelid. So it doesn't just look like a thin line right there. Here you can see I'm using like a shading technique. I just use my finger and it has like a little sweat on it sometimes. And I just pull it across like a patch of like pencil that I colored and it'll add a little shadow there. There's so many different ways you can shade, but this is how I like to do it. Just adding more shading, or more shadow I should say, and then using my finger to kind of pull that pencil out there. I just know if you're drawing a realistic eye, you need a lot more shading than this. But here I'm starting the eyelashes on the top of the eyebrow. Just kind of randomizing it, starting small right now, and then once you work your way to the top, you get longer. Just make sure that they're random and some are overlapping and going different ways, but don't make it too crazy. And if you want to make it look like she has mascara or thicker eyelashes, you can go over these again to make them look more darker. But we're going to end up doing that anyways. You'll see soon. Yep, so once you get to the other side of the eye, just start making the eyelashes go the other way. That's so important. So it makes it look 3D-ish. Alright? And we're going to start on the bottom ones. And these ones are obviously a lot tinier. Or you can make them just as long. I mean, they're eyelashes. Draw them the way you want. This is how I do them. And like I said earlier, just make sure they're going the other way. Don't want them to look all goofy. There we go. Nothing crazy, but we got eyelashes on there. That's all that matters, right? So, I'm just showing you guys how I hold my pencil. It hurts my hand. And I'm just making a wrinkle underneath the eye right there. Makes it look a little bit better, adding a little shading. So it resembles that it's underneath, so there's a shadow, obviously. Alright, I'm done with that pencil for now. And I'm taking out the permanent pen. First, I'm starting off with outlining that reflection. Bam. And then the pupil. I guess I could have sped this part up, but work already, and I'm already doing a lot of work. So here I'm coloring it in. Here I'm just outlining everything, literally. And then I'm making this thicker. You want to make that thicker so it pops out more. That's like the most important part of the eye. So you just see here, I'm just making it thicker. That's all. And for some reason, my hand was shaking so bad, and I had so much troubles. I think it's because of how hard I was holding the pencil, or pen, I should say. Done there. Now I'm just outlining the eye. See, you can see my hand shaking. I don't know why I was holding the pencil so hard. But if you want to draw somebody with eye makeup and stuff, you can just add like eyeliner on the top and shade above the eyelid and make it look like there's eyeshadow and stuff. I just outlined the eye there. Outlining the eyelashes here, you can make them thicker. I just made 2 lines on that one eyelash to make it stand out more. And it's okay if you don't trace exactly what you drew before. These are randomized, and half the time they're not even going to look at that one eyelash out of all the hundreds you draw. If you want longer eyelashes, go right ahead. Just make sure you just throw them on there as quick as you can, because the crazier it feels like, the better sometimes. There we are. And then soon enough, I'll be going back over them, making certain ones thicker than the others, just to kind of make them pop out more. I'm like, hey, I need another one there. Let me put another eyelash. There we go. Sorry I get my hand in the way so many times. I'm just trying to focus. There we go. Now, for the bottom one, doing exactly the same but the opposite way, and make sure that you're just bringing it out, so it looks like the eyelash comes to a point. If you don't do it like that, it won't look right. And that's how you make any certain type of hair. You just, sway it out. I'm outlining the lid, the eyelid. And here I'm just doing those lines that we made in the middle of the eye. I don't know what they call those things, but that's what I'm doing. I don't know if I should have educated myself on eyes before I made this video, but sorry I didn't. And then, I got everything outlined, so here I'm erasing all the pencil. This is really not a required step unless it really bothers you, and it bothered me, so. Because you can actually just color over it. I mean, it's not a big deal. If anything, it makes it look better, but just for now, just erasing it. Yeah. I had to put those hand gestures in there. Here I'm just going over the eye, making a shadow. You know, this is not realistic. It's not super cartoony-ish. It's like in the middle, like I said in the beginning. So here I'm just doing like a little scribbly shadow. And you can always add, like, put some water on a paintbrush and push the pen around. It'll make it look crazy. So kind of just put your pen and then work it down like the way you made the eyelashes, but not too far down. So it kind of, so you can, if you look at it, it looks like the eyelid's over the eye, and that's what you want. So I'm like, oh hey, this is pretty good. I'm gonna start coloring now. So I'm just arranging my color pencils in the correct colors, so I'm not gonna mess up the rainbow. If you want to just do a regular eye color, just go with the brown, with the blues. Just choose a bunch of browns and blues and put them together. Usually the eye works like it's darker in the middle and then works out lighter, but however you want to do it. So I'm starting out with the red and going with the purple. Just going light, mixing them in each time, and then going back over it and making sure they blend together. And I believe this is a blue, a dark blue. So we go from red to purple to a dark blue, blending those in together, working my way from the middle to the out part, and then going light so I can mix the next color in there. So I got a light blue now. Next color, I believe that's green. Perfect. Just doing like a dark green, but making sure you do it light so it just looks like a light green. Mixing it in with the yellow. It's kind of hard to mix with the green, so I take the green back and work it slowly into the yellow, lightly, so it looks like it's blending in. Then last color is orange, which works its way into the yellow and the red. And lightly going over so it blends in. And then here you can see I'm making it darker in each color. So I'm going to go over each color again and making it darker in the middle and on the outside as well. Just making it pop out a little bit more there. So while I'm doing this, I should tell you guys that you should like, comment, and sub, because this took such a long time to make this video just for one eyeball. So please help support the channel. I'd appreciate that very much. Alright, well, we're pretty much done. All I really do is left is I'm gonna grab the pencil. Oh wait, no, I grabbed the pen. Okay. What do I do with the pen? I can't remember. Oh, looks like I'm going back over and putting the eyelashes in the eye. So I connect the eyelashes to the eyelid, the bottom, so I make it look more 3D. Making sure it looks like all the eyelashes are connected. And they go a little bit into the eye. If you can't see, they overlap here. You can't really do that with the top because of the shadow. But if you use like a black color pencil instead of that pen for the shadow, you could use the pen and you could do that on the top too. Which I'm gonna try to do, but it's not really gonna make a difference. Alright, now the pencil, like I was saying. I'm just going over it, making stuff darker. I couldn't find my black color pencil, so this is gonna work. Just going over the eyeball. You know, the eyelid needs a little shadow because It's like a little flap. I go over this twice. I use my finger to blend it because that's more effective to me. And you know, you always have your fingers on you, so why not, right? Your finger is right there. There. See? Nice little pretty shadow. Just work your way from side to side. Make sure you don't overlap so you can have that little highlight between the eye and the lid right there. And the same with the bottom, just a little bit more. And there we are. Oh, and then I do a little, I try to blend, but I don't really think it did anything, so. And then, of course, you always have to do your little signature, and there you are. There's your eyeball, and I hope you guys loved it. I'll have a picture of the final at the end, and I hope you guys liked it. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and thank you for watching. Peace.